What kind of drama is this? You were driving behind the police and you're still doing a video claiming you don't know where they are taking your child. You wanted to follow them in the same car. They said, calm down, Mama, go and get your own car. This is where we are going. Your lawyer was there. So you put that up. Police were the one arresting your son. You were shouting your Fabayi's name. So maybe they thought because they are family, they are above the law. You guys need to be reminded. No matter who you are to Mohbad, no matter who you are in this case, nobody is above the law. Even me, myself, I'm not above the law. And that is why I am being careful. I won't be Tima law. Timari, I just block it off. Nobody is above the law. That you're on a sick bed does not mean you have right to commit crime. That you are mourning your husband does not mean you have right to commit crime. That you are mourning your son does not mean you have right to commit crime. It's only certain and reasonable that everybody's rights should be protected and respected. They came back to lie that I tried to frustrate the debate. No. Iro buruku. If I want to frustrate the debate or I want to go rogue, which I will never do in my life, I will find a way to go and see the judge back door. I will probably look at the prosecutor and say, help us to object to the bail. Give us a reason. These people knew clearly that the police prosecutor did not object King's White's bail. We allowed him to be admitted to bail. It was only his lawyer that spoke. The prosecutor did not stand up to say no or don't. No. And I didn't go there and said, do it for us. What is my business in saying this when the case has not even started? When the case starts and then the judgment is passed, let's see with all these things, whether there's nothing I can do with that. But one only thing I saw is they were trying to arrange all those guarantors that when the suspect run away or keeps absenting in court, then the case will we didn't see the suspect, they will look for guarantor shorty, they'll say this is a fake address. And the case will get started. I said, don't do that to my face. I cannot be here in a complainant and I see you assembling fake guarantors in my own face. What again on Lagos Island? When they took me to when they write a petition against me to Lagos Command, I brought my brother to stand for me. If anything take me to court, wait till a reliable shorty comes in so that I won't make a mess of those people that are doing case with me. Can you come and shine on TT? Can you come and draw fake documents? And you want me to keep quiet and not react. But they go down there, they are lying. I don't know Agbara will come social media. You keep fooling. We are not doing the same thing. If you're buying share, and parapin your con, loans for Tani, we made your bonnet or end. 99.9% of people supporting are people that they are not even my family. We met, they are members of the public, and that is the power that I need. Hey, power tap wanting to be wow. Nothing waking here by power tap. Must escape any. Please power tap, guys. Can you guys hear me? Yes, so and gifts. Fire Force. Okay, Fire Force. I heard you in the audio that he was abusing you, that you Kiniko Fire Force. Only fire and Luma Kiniko. It's terrible. Maybe he doesn't understand the gravity of what he did. He still do not understand. You did your own press conference. You were mentioning my name. You were saying things that were not true. I did not even respond to you. I did not abuse you. I did not insult you. I did not threaten you. All I need to do is say my own. Gbogbo alájọ ní right láti use platform and say our own words. And these terrible people will think because it's still terrible, it's still funny. New act. Bust order and smell irresistible. Mohbad, Mickey man to Mohbad, Galo pa Mohbad, Mickey man to Mohbad, me, bad man white up Mohbad. You got to know, you want to know. Nothing say we don't forget, nothing say we don't forget. We still they ask questions, we still they ask questions. Who pulled the trigger? Who pulled the trigger? Tell me who called the shots? Who called the nurse? Make you the fear God, oh. Even if you bad, but I don't bother it, yeah. And if you know, you know, you know. Me had a sing, singer and singer, yeah. Galo pa Mohbad, Galo pa Mohbad, Mickey man to pa Mohbad, Galo pa Mohbad, Mickey man to pa Mohbad, me, bad man white up pa Mohbad. You got to know, you want to know, yeah. If I ask you for my cloud, you tell me say I smoke loud. People go ask you for the same my cloud. Well, yes, I think now everybody smoke loud. Oh, no. Do they check out? Yeah. No, they many friend me. Jealous me. I know I make a head quarter drop off. Always praying for my downfall. Me from a baby movie. Don't want to me. Don't want to keep a walking for the. Don't want to me loju never me. Me fail. They say me keep me friend alive. Tell me why. You dey lie for me, then tell me why. They say me keep me friend alive. Tell me why. You dey lie for me, then tell me why.
Story is here, and I try to save my voice. Who allergies to dogs and politics. So, time is very retain voice. To share what I'm the voice. Nature see for Mohbad. I just want to appreciate the panelists.
Why not this dragging won't finish for this justice for Mohbad?
What are you talking about? I was commenting it. What are you talking that they should bring up platforms? That they should bring up platforms.
I try. I'm going to do another thing apart from fight. Not too much now.
the way they are going, with the way people are doing things, they are abusing themselves, they are doing this, they are doing that. So
My phone, don't even tell yourself.
Oh, Alaba family, it's because they think people are donating for justice for Mohbad only. If as an NGO, people support the NGO naturally, just like people donating to Berekete. People are donating constantly to Berekete, not because of it. But some people choose to say, we want to donate to Berekete. And if they see they will spend, at the end of the year, they know how to do their own accounts. Something they call, of course, return, the annual return. You might post it on CSC, you might just, your accountant might do it and keep it in your office until you probably want to do it. The worst case scenario that you pay penalty for not posting and then on stuff like that. But whatever the case may be, that is how things are done. And that is what we are. What Break the Silence Foundation is all about. They are thinking it is one of those. I'm not a blogger, I am an actor, and this is my pet project. How I want to give back to the society. So, in Toshi, in fact, when I dabble into the matter, not take time to rationalize how much will it cost to even execute this project and bring justice. Maybe if I try to do calculation, I will just say, you know what, I don't want to do, because this is one of the sneakiest case. Yeah, whoa, I want to one the other go. Love take charge. I'm fighting for justice, and you are still there attacking me to say things like this. When you know, even the video in question, the boy you are guiding, you know why you are guiding the boy? It's not because anybody wants to buy him. It's because they don't want him. Other people that will get the truth out of the boy would have access to him. You are working for the mother, and you know why you are working for him. Calculate but unfortunately, when people have limited knowledge, so let me take you to the snippet to one of our,
On the news tonight, Amnesty International please ask Nigerians to resist human rights violation. A very lovely evening to you. Many thanks for joining us on our flagship news here on Super Screen Television. I am Precious Amayo, and tonight we'll begin with the report that Amnesty International Nigeria has blamed the federal government for the continuous serial human rights violations in the country. Speaking to Super Screen News at a two-day summit on human rights in Lagos, Country Director Amnesty International Nigeria, Osai Ojigu, said Nigerians have to protect their rights in the face of any tribulation.
It's becoming a major threat in Nigeria because it's not been addressed. Incidents have been occurring for several years, and yet government and the enforcement agencies are doing very little to curb it. So it's becoming a life and death situation whereby people do not know where to go to, and people have lost faith in the justice system. And this is a dangerous place to be in, because it means when people don't have, then anarchy is looming in the corner. The other reason is because it's affecting the entire country as a whole. When human rights are not protected and enforced and protected, you ensure we find a situation where people begin to provide certain services for themselves. And so criminality increases, and then people do not have the tools and the resources in order to live a very good life.
Kemi Adediji, representing the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Edgar Mohimi, and the convener, Yomi Fabayi, speak on their efforts to stop human rights violation.
I just want you to hear so that you know that this is not the first time we are partnering with the Lagos State Police in our human rights advocacy. This was 2019.
In Nigeria.
Life.
Kemi Adediji, representing the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Edgar Mohimi, and the convener, Yomi Fabayi, speak on their efforts to stop human rights violation in Nigeria.
There's not much awareness towards rights abuses and where to report cases of abuse. But if much awareness is given, the police is trying all their possible best, at least to curb this menace. Once the citizen rights have been trampled upon, they come to the station to speak out. And when they speak, they will look into it speedily. And I believe with this, it will solve majority of the problems.
We are too silent for people. Intelligent people are not always silent. They only know when to be quiet. And I want to believe everybody in this hall and everybody listening to me, we are all intelligent. We need to understand that the freedom of the next generation belongs to us. We need to understand that we owe the duty to the next generation. The fact remains that people stand by what is right should be a core value to us. That was a snippet or the brief bulletin from one of the media houses that were there. And then, of course, all right, let's take this to 100,000, then we can have a panel session so that we have a strong network, so that we can have panelists to send the request. Let's power tap and take it to 100,000 likes. We have almost about 400,000 or 400 plus people here. This is a weekend. I know we have a lot in the FYP, but of course.
Heart, you help too much. When you have a good heart, you help too much. You trust too much. You give too much. You love too much. And it always seems like you're the one who gets hurt the most. You give without expecting anything in return. Keep being you, because the world needs more hearts like yours, even if it means sometimes getting hurt.
Which one was that action? I've not seen it.
Yeah, mi ò la ojú mi rí nọ́ọ̀sì rí o. Ìjọ tí mo débẹ̀ kíṣì mo gbà wọlé torí àwọn tó dúró sẹ́nu gate torí kó ṣàkódélé yẹn. Mi ò lajú mi rí nọ́ọ̀sì rí. Wọn ò fi nọ́ọ̀sì wọ̀n mi báyìí. Tí bá ní mo rí nínú fíìmù ni àbí mo rí lórí kíní. Èmi àti nọ́ọ̀sì àsọ kankan mi ò rí rí. Òun ló sọ fún èmi ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bó ti béèrè. Kí ló pa ọkọ ẹ? Ó ní abẹ́rẹ́ tó fún orí àti lára ẹ̀. Bàbá ẹ máa gbé lọ sí Èkìtì. Kẹ́ lọ ro.
And the truth of the matter is, recently now, maybe all of you are not even suspecting it. All of them, they are now downplaying the injury in Mohbad's hand. They threw the Nigerian police under the bus. The police are said bleeding profusely. It's now looking like, where did the police see bleeding profusely? Wumi said minor injury cuts, spending small cuts, Koloti Adura small cuts. So who told the police? Who wrote the script of pleading profusely? Who wrote? Who wrote that script? Nurse said it to Abi. So who wrote the script? So that is why Wumi should understand that if the police at the zonal command are calling you, it's not because they said you fight Mohbad yet, or you didn't do it, or they said, oh, you are the one, or you are. No. Dishonoring police invitation will lead to police picking you up when you least expect, and might beware the disgrace will be so much. Kéèyàn kọ́ bá darúkọ mi tó bá dìgbà yẹn o. Àwọn sọ pé Yomi ló sọ̀rọ̀ kan. Kéèyàn kọ́ bá tún dá orúkọ mi for police doing their legitimate job. Please, Power Tap, let's take it to 100,000 before we continue. We'll bring in the panelists. Rotimi, how you doing, my brother? You are creating unnecessary enmity or who doesn't even see you. When in the moment I got to realize that this is who I can listen to, who I can, then I curtail myself. So it's not pride. It's because I care so much about my mental health. If not because that we have to rely on people to say, come and help us donate. If we have enough funds, so people are donating without coming to say it online, and we are doing what we are doing, who is that person born of a woman that is raised properly will see all what we are doing as an organization, and will still go out there and be antagonizing it? But because when we started, I didn't know what is going on. I was invited and I realized that, oh, it's a social media app that I thought everybody is a fighter. Everybody is doing the same thing. And I will never start and then put my name, put my energy into something and say, oh, because they abuse me, because they drag me, let me go away. I want to know that for you to be abusing me, it's either you are sick or you are a criminal. And that way, I will continue to do more. Because my hands are clean. I just want to be. How can I work to have a name, build a name for all these years? I am not one of those actors that live fake life. Did you hear it in my story? Ask yourself, all of you that have seen me for a long time. Have you ever seen me with like, this Yomi Fabayi likes fake life. He likes to live a flashy life. He likes to live like his. I don't do it. So I don't have a fake life that I want to even finesse. I am as natural as anything, and there is no way if you're an actor and you go natural that people will not think they have opportunity to just enter you. Only few mature ones will say, even if he brings himself down for us, it's not an excuse for us to work on him. He's just been humble. He's just been like a normal person. But no, some people would think, yes, we are now on the same page. Let's start. Most especially people that are anonymous. They are hiding behind the anonymity of social media and arrogate themselves unnecessary status that they never even dreamt. They can't even dream of it, not to talk of getting close. And it's becoming new setting. Justice for bad thing. Me got to travel. Ask for my passport and see how many stamps on my passport. Go away, but I won't travel anytime. If they ask me that, okay, they want to take your life, go somewhere, go and die somewhere for 10 days. After 10 days, they won't be able to know everything would have died and they would have retreat. If I choose to go to America, go to Canada, I can go to anywhere and do whatever I want to do. They are saying, use it's more footed. You don't know what is on ground. That is why one fake NGO that has no legal standing, parading himself what he is not. Why are you so impatient? If you so desire that you want to give back and you have to do it the right way, you are writing with the name, go even to follow about Mohbad lossy court. Fake NGO, go about Mohbad lossy court. They will go on CSC website. see my NGO name there, they will still be looking for, oh, is he active, he's inactive. Ask them, why is he active, inactive? Do they know the meaning? Is it a criminal offense? Does that mean you cannot operate? They don't know. I could joke with them, I come and feed and then you are doing all that nonsense, it's not coming back on your children. And he even wanna be to win it. Anyway, he has been a whole. We can't see him since all these days. I don't know what to do with this kind of person. About the maybe 2 months, you see, I'll be 1 month later. And Yomi Fabayi is clinical. Is enough of that nonsense. So she move you. But tired to lock lórí express and bó ṣe máa ń jó lórí express bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mú ẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe akọlọ wa wọn accent wèrè kan ẹ̀kọ́ ló bí ẹnu fíw díẹ̀ gidi kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ Ọlọ́run tẹ̀tẹ̀ gbé lórí. Adìyẹn commit against me kí wá gbéra ń sìn. Maybe I don't know what is making me think that because you gave birth to Mohbad and I'm doing justice to Mohbad, you have right to be committing crime towards me. Nígbà tí mi wá báyìí. Ìjọ ta ti ṣe justice to Mohbad gan àti the best certificate to Mohbad òun gan. Ṣé tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo láàrin 10 years tó lóun ò rí mọ́ mi yẹn ni àfẹ́jà fún justice ẹ̀ ṣé gbà ẹ bá lè rí náà. Torí pé ok tẹ́ bá ti lọ fún 10 years tí ò rí yẹn láàrin 10 years yẹn tí ó bá pa ọ̀tá ọmọ yín gbà yẹn káyé má kí public má dìde fún. Ẹ wá ṣe bí wàtẹ́ pé you are always there for him. Èmi mo bí nǹkan mi gbogbo bàtẹ́ ẹ̀rí yẹn kọ́ ṣe public ò ní dìde fún ni. Àbọ̀ wọn ò benefit lára public. Ọlọ́run tọ́ mi ọlọ́run ló ń gbé mi jẹ gbẹ́bẹ́ ó ní mo ti gbọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí kéèsì kọ́kọ́ dé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà torí yàtọ̀ sí criminal suit tí yẹn ń fèsì lọ all of them are going to be facing civil suit they will pay because eléyìí tó fẹ́ fún wọn sí wọn máa kàn rán wọn lẹ́wọ̀n ni they will pay gbogbo gbèsè tó jẹ́ ká jẹ. Lost our chance in Radisson now. We cannot. They told us straight, break the silence foundation. We cannot give you chance to do anything here again. They wasted our resources. Let's have panelists to come up. If you want to say something, you can send your request. Let me see if I have requests now. You can send your request and let's have discussion. After this musical break, send your requests.
Me and farmers to be me. Don't mind me. Don't mind keep a walking body. Don't mind that me love you never me. Me on friend, them tell me keep me friend alive. Tell me why you did lie for me. Tell me why them tell me keep me friend alive. Tell me why you did lie for me. Tell me why. La 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 la.
Please mute your mic. I want to pass this message to Nigerian youth. Tasha, mute your mic. Sam, mute your mic. Sam, mute your mic, please. All right, I want to say this thing, and I don't mind if it is going to be recorded. It's a general message and advice to all of us in Nigeria, particularly Nigerian youth. Please mute your mic. I always tell those that cares to listen that going to the university is not to obtain the certificate to be looking for job. It's not majorly to be using the certificate to look for job. The certificate is an evidence that you passed through the university, but the content that is embedded in you are there for you, fine, to seek employment, but majorly to create employment. And if you look at the present situation of Nigeria, there is massive unemployment based on the terrible successive governments that we have been having. And for this government to work well for all of us, we have to understand the fact that the youths that are practically unemployed can still do two things for themselves and will still flourish well, have enough money to cater for themselves, and make this country to become a developed nation. And these are the two areas that I will easily suggest that Nigerian youths, particularly the unemployed ones, can create employment for themselves, irrespective of their education, discipline, or status in the society. Everybody can easily, every young person can now go back or can find a way to go back and invest in agriculture, become the food basket of the nation. Even if you don't have a land, you can lease a land, or you can even beg somebody that have bought a land that are not ready to work on it and say, can I be planting corn, planting this? And then you work with Export Promotion Council. The Export Promotion Council are just a email away where you may email them and tell them you have this kind of cash crops and then you want to put them together. Little loan from the bank, even from all this OPay, anything. You can plant, harvest it, and then the right thing will come. And then it is important for Nigerian youth to also think of, can you guys hear me? It is important for Nigerian youth to use the opportunity to engage in human rights activism. Human rights activism or any other NGOs of your interest, how to improve on agriculture, child protection, protecting women, fighting for military personnel, fighting for Nigerian police officers, particularly police officers after they retire. The pension of Nigerian police officers after they retire is nothing to write home about. Most of us, 99.9% of Nigerian youth are not even aware. The motivation, they are not there during service, and after service is not even encouraging. But if we the youth and the public engage ourselves in agriculture, you are your own boss. You can go and plant in the morning and then attend meetings or attend activism or advocacy in the afternoon, and then the following. So you will be able to create food, sell to the outside country, and still sell to within the country. And then when Nigerian youth engage more in agriculture, there will be no. I mean, there will be, because the higher the product, the lower the price. The higher the demand. I've forgotten all those theories because I used to be a very good commerce student, but Himalashi theories. But what I'm trying to say is that when we have more people doing agriculture, there will be more food, more ants to do it. And don't be scared. Don't say, where will I get land? There are people that are buying land, but they are not ready to build. Ask them. I can always help you to monitor it. Because you resume on the land in the morning, you plant some cash crops just to go and water it, observe it. While you are doing that, by the time you sell into the market and sell some to the Export Promotion Council, they will lift from where you harvested them, and they will sell it and give you foreign currency at the end of the day. That way you are employed, that way you are engaging your time, and that way you have time and resources to support any human rights organization of your interest. Any non-governmental organization of your interest, not human rights, because everybody cannot do human rights. But if you like human rights, you can, as a farmer, you can do that. If you like human rights, you can do that. Child right protection, you can do that. Campaign against rape, you can do that. Campaign against child abuse, you can do that. Campaign against slavery. You must play a part. This is the reason why you think Nigeria cannot get better or is not moving forward. Because you are not playing a role. You are allowing people that are only giving position or giving employment in government offices to be the one controlling the society. That is why you keep saying this country cannot get better. Because in your heart of hearts, you are not emitting anything positive into the society. And that is why people will still be thinking that what is Yomi Fabayi doing? What are these people seeking justice for Mohbad? Because they are not raised properly to understand that we cannot have a society work for one person alone. We must engage in things that will make us have communal growth and communal benefit. That is the only way the country will get better. And that is why I'm appealing to you. Have a rethink. If you don't have employment now, create employment for yourself. If they don't take your letter, if they say you don't have a job there, go to your, even if you go to your village or the nearest village or even where they have a land, maybe 3 times a week, you will realize that you will be feeding many people, you'll be feeding yourself, and you'll be feeding people outside Nigeria, and at the end of the day, you'll be earning a lot of money. But can the government force Nigerian youth to go into agriculture if they are not willing to? That is why things are now so costly. But take your time and think back, and let's start making this country work better. And that is what I want to do. That is what I want to see all of us do to make this country better. To this end, I'd like to open the panel session so that we can discuss for a few, maybe in the next 1 hour, so that we can have people to comment on anything I've said or any new information that can make us, go forward. I'm going to start with Tunisco. Unmute your mic and have your say in 2 minutes. Tunisco, unmute your mic, please. Tunisco, are you there?
Yes, President, I'm there.
You're also on the speaker phone here. We can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
So we thank God. At least we are seeing progress.
Hello?
Hello, yeah. Any progress you want to do?
What is going on to this school? Okay, probably when you get your network well, you can come back. Gifted, are you there? You can unmute your mic.
Good evening, Mr. Yomi.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, sir. Well done on everything you do. There's something that I've been thinking about, but I've not been able to ask you, sir. But these few days that, you've had encounter with Damola and Adura, looking at those boys, sir, do you think if you had, they came to you like, I have an evidence that they want to sell to you, because that's, do you think if you had actually agreed and paid that 3 million, do you think they would have sold it or they would have actually scammed you? Looking at those boys, sir.
You're asking me to go into their minds. How will I know what they would do?
Because I'm just thinking that if it's 3 million naira that is Adura's problem, say our publicly that 3 million fún kó dẹ̀ fa wa ní evidence tá ń wá tó bá jẹ́ problem ẹnìyẹn tó yẹ ni mo ṣe béèrè yẹn sà bóyá ṣé ó ready láti mú kinní yẹn lẹ̀ tó bá actually rí owó àbí ó kàn try láti play mind games ni.
Kò sí mind game route yẹn ò lè work more. It's going to be another route. It will come out because at the end of the day, you understand?
Yes, sir.
It will only be shameful when you realize that any police officer is trying to say they have the right to cover up or shield the content. It's quite a terrible society. Because at the end of the day, what sense is it there that Is it even ṣó ti ẹ̀kọ́ wà ṣó ẹ̀kọ́ tiẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ kárí pé there is even an attempt by any police officer to want to protect the content of that video. But this is a society we live in. So people even see the police job as business center. So only the correct and good ones are willing to stand firm and say, whatever the case may be, let the truth be established. Let's do the right thing that will bring at least dignity to this uniform and this job we swore to protect or to discharge without fear or favor. So you can see that at the end of the day, I can't put laws into my hands and force either of them to say release the video. You understand? And one of them is trying to force me to say stop mentioning my name, knowing that if he succeeds in asking me not to mention his name, despite the fact that I don't have a full video, the other guy will tell you I don't know you. Even if I told you I did it, what? Well, go and show me your evidence. He will be bragging. Show me your evidence that I told you. Show me evidence that I spoke to you. And so, my brother, once we bring the stuff out, we'll bring it out when it is due. So keep your calm. We might not need to even contribute anything. What we probably are doing now to get the truth out of them is working well. And I can tell you for free, with what I saw with Adura when it was being processed, he was cooperating with the police. The only thing is they would have to they can't expect everything to come at the same time. And police know how to do their job. You know, they might ask you first time and they will find a way to calm you down, to make you look like, can you see that we respect you, we value your own fundamental rights. So do the right thing when we ask you, because if we change for you, don't say, these police are wicked, when the whole world can see that they were actually good. So everything is about, it's not about rush. It's psychological. It's scientific. So we're not going to shake it, but I can tell you for free, the police are working. If not for anything, I'm sure they would even work over the weekend. So let's keep our fingers crossed and be hopeful to Almighty God and the Nigerian police to do the job. So am I in a hurry? You know, this thing has happened almost a year, 2 years. And they expect a miracle or any abracadabra. But we were sneaking what I am blocking, the white on blocking, the conscience, we want to forward. They are doing so many things to pervert the way of justice, and they are still trying to blackmail people like us. So all these things are distractions and is weakening it, but we are resolute. We are fighting on, and we are going to get the result by the special grace of God. Thank you so much, Gifted. Let's go to.
Thank you, sir.
Bless you so much. Thank you. Let me give you a clap. Okay, you're black.
Yeah, I say I'm so happy to see the video I saw in your status today. At last, Baba said that 3-second videos existing, because before Baba say I don't hear anything, I don't see anything, you go for come here, you can 3-second video. Inside that video, at least Baba said that's a 3-second video that can lead on to 10-minute video. Because Baba say I don't hear anything, you go come here, you can come back up with Baba Lori.
All about theory, because like if you not share the video Baba ini, I honestly want to saw that be but I don't know when. So most times, and people share the way they have the ability to go everywhere. And if skills, skills to me is advantage. You can gather information better than the other.
Ó lọ viral ju mi ò rí kankan lọ. Àwọn tí bàbá rí, àwọn tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá rí bọ̀, wọ́n kàn gbà pé they are not believing it. And they believe the 3-second video cannot take them to anywhere. In their platform, they are still saying it today up to now. Some of them are still saying it 3-second nonsense. I still hear it today. 3-second nonsense. 3-second blah blah blah. All you I want to that once you saw this thing. You can't lead us to anywhere.
You're making them feel important. Maybe all right, go and tell sorrow don't worry. You already talking in nǹkan tó ń ṣe. èèyàn máa jókòó sórí social media TikTok mi àmà sọ ẹ wo ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ wọn lẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ máa wú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn lẹ̀ mọ́.
Even the interview of tomorrow, they are talking nonsense that he write petition Baba round table. Why Baba is going for round table?
Who petition Baba?
Èmi. Nǹkan Rose tó ń sọ ní platform wọn ni ní Fagas àti ànámọ́ni tí ò fẹ́ ṣojú ẹ̀ yẹn ipe all rubbish ipe kí ni wọ́n invite bàbá yẹn fún kíní kan Gúrẹ́sì ti sọ fún wọn láàárọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn kò ṣe kí petition petition wọn ti dárúkọ gan wọn ni ẹ ti kọ petition fún bàbá petition kò wọn láàárọ̀ yìí pé it's not petition ẹ̀ náà ní platform bàbá rẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án ìgàn mo ní it's not petition nǹkan tí mo gbọ́ lẹ́nu Gúrẹ́sì láàárọ̀ ni pé it's an invitation just bàbá going to be a visitor just a visitor to hear one or two things from me a round table but àwọn wèrè yẹn sọ pé kí ni round table for what round table of nonsense round table of blah 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 ibo là ń lọ báyìí Ọlọ́run ibo là ti já sí báyìí and if they are say they are looking for justice then evidence tó máa gbé adé with time lẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́ wọ́n máa break it down ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ẹ̀yìn jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká kórí síbi kan náà ká lè achieve rate sí wa for over 1 year 2 years now we are still parabolating in one place and they are still happy to be enemy of progress.
All right, thank you so much, Tinisco. Let's just leave their own talk.
So, thank God.
Do you have any other thing you want to say?
No, that's all. Thank God. And then,
please WhatsApp, guys. WhatsApp. Beautiful, attractive, alluring. And let's have the powerful Supreme Iron Lady. Supreme, are you there?
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. All protocol duly observed. Mokibogo. Hey, Nigeria. See, Nigeria, Nigeria, thank you. No time to check time.
No time.
Mo ní pé kakọ akúpalẹ̀mọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun pìtìpìtì wọ́n ní késekése kàsàkàsà ń bọ̀ lọ́nà kàsàkàsà ní bàbá késekése akúpalẹ̀mọ́ àìbáwá láyọ̀ àtàlàfíà akúpalẹ̀mọ́ pìtìpìtì week èèyàn ti dá yín lóhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pìtìpìtì week pìtìpìtì. Ọlọ́wà fún wa ṣe. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, I greet you all. I don't have much to say.
The only thing I know is that I have a petition against me tomorrow. I don't know who wrote it. So I'm going to be facing another petition. So
be life activist in it.
At least they have to know that I'm not on the run. So, and I'll also be using the one leg to attend to Arifa's stuff too, because when I got his bail on that Friday, he was asked to return on Monday. So we have to go there. So it's not an easy stuff. So the one they wrote to me is not at Zone 2. It's another place on the island. So I have to go.
We are going to go with. Gbogbo a máa lọ a máa bọ̀ àná tomati àkọrin àná àbọ̀ a ò bọ́ mọ́ jí o.
Here, Sherry, let me tell you, Yomi, sorry, we are here with you. No matter what happens, I know it's not going to be easy. That's why I keep telling everybody, it's not going to be easy. But if they think that we are not supporting you, everybody is supporting you, no matter what happened. Just say it out. Say it out. If it's money, if it's anything, just say it out. You are not doing it for yourself. I don't know how people think. This thing is a serious struggle. We all know it. You've been here for past 1 year. Almost going to 2 years now. Either we like it or not. It's not easy, but go through all these stories, keep saying this. I've told him, let's forge ahead. That's why I came up. Leave them alone. Let's do our own things.
Of course.
We are all supporting Yomi.
100%. 100%.
No matter what
This
happens.
lady beside Mr. Yomi.
No, I just I'm trying to do any picture. I met her. She's one of the head of a nurse in. Let me check her message. But we met at TVC. As a matter of fact, the reason why I'm using her because being a nurse, a nursing student, she's the president of the nursing student. So she even wanted to say if it is possible, she will join me on the live. You understand? So let me see her message. Hold on. So she was willing to join me, said I was correct with what I'm saying, and that she is even willing to join me. She is a fan. So, there were now recent pictures to the phone. So when I was told to change my background, he told me go 10 years because Monati go on 10 something model that's if you pictures it. You understand?
Yes, I hope you are doing okay, Sha.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm getting ready for tomorrow because it's going to be a very busy week. I'll be going. I have to assist Arifa, go to my own matter, then part of investigation. Well, I won't be discussing that, but I will still have to work Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. I will have to go to Lagos State Police Command. They asked me to come again.
Oh my gosh.
Come for what now? This Adura petition that he wrote, and I have to go there. I'm going on a virtual sharing, so let's see, but we'll go there. We'll see what
Story. Mohbad for the 2 weeks time. Mohbad for 2 weeks time. Story. There is Nigeria. Everybody want to flex muscle.
Káàdì mo tiẹ̀ ti ta ló fẹ́ fẹ́ẹ̀sì mọ́tò sí bàbá wọn fún ẹ ń ṣe dé nìjáde èrò ń ṣe pàǹtí ni.
Gbogbo yẹn pàǹtí ẹ̀wà ní jàre petition òṣìwò nìyẹn. Àdúrà ló
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Àdúrà we want to mention Àdúrà until proven otherwise in the competent courts of jurisdiction. Period. We cannot be that.
My only problem is going to Lagos. When I go to Lagos, I'll have to travel. Then because of all these consecutive days, so I'm planning of moving my office. I'll have to look for an office. So my office space. Abileto Papani Gbagada Magodo
Okay. Can I give you my house?
Where are you going?
Who are the Omalapole?
I said, Mr. Yomi,
sorry, I'm ready to do all these things. I don't care.
Say it in
the one now. Because my source is one proud ni o ṣe kini kan ni kò ní nǹkan kan ni irọ́ ló ń pa. Mo lọ sọ fún mi sí pé má bínú kò sí ń bẹ̀ o kíni ọ̀gan kò Yomi ni wàá sọ fún yín náà. Mo wá sọ fún ara mi kí ká sọ̀rọ̀ you need for me to ask. Mo lé ní kíní ọmọ alágbóni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Mo ní mbẹ wà mbẹ office. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. It's a very good
foundation.
I
want to use it for Break the Silence Foundation so that tell about your loss zero echo from our I will just stay there instead of
Allah is you. You know how happy I am. Okay, what do you think I will do? But I'm coming on the 15th. Is it 15 or 16? Because she Akure. So I will spend 2 weeks.
Okay.
I can say it. I don't care. Come on, baby. All this is irrelevant.
You know, like if you pay volunteer for human rights.
Oh yeah, we don't know.
Oh, they don't really understand. When they know, really when I came on board and what I am doing, I still do not know. We are bringing our young touch my work on Timon.
Why?
Press conference. Mo play Kirismo Los, Human Rights Summit, in 2019. Charlatan Lalo. Talo expect you to press conference. Did anybody give me a standard I should meet?
Sorry, I don't want to talk to you on the ground. You can conclude it now.
All right, sir.
And I'm coming this thing on the 16th. Is it 16 or 15? The address is. Can I give you the address?
No, sir, please. Location should be private, please.
That's what we are saying, sir.
Location should be private.
Mr. Yomi,
protection.
My own security, the master address it. Okay, my message. Okay, sir.
Hello.
I appreciate your clap.
Even the street is totally secure.
Okay, sir.
Alright, I tell you what because this is so irritating.
Look at our boy. Look at our boy. Hey,
sorry?
Well, look at our son right there.
Yeah, I put it in here.
This is it.
Mohbad, ajolo command
mo rí ní police station njo wo mi báyìí.
Ajolo ni.
Akorede bobo.
Baba Mohbad rí njo yẹn.
Bàbá ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ wà á jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ lórúkọ.
Ajolo sí pàǹtí. Junior activist ní deputy commissioner of police pé kó tó fún lówó jọ yẹn. Wọ́n gbé sẹ́sẹ̀ throughout. That is
so nice.
Look at this. Only he was meanwhile he was and all the time tomorrow holiday ni Mandalamu. He just fell on video. He video níwájú court. But this is where you people will stand before we march to the front of the court. He was on holiday with me. And I cannot leave it with anybody. But because I went to that place, mo kàn gbé dání, mo ní kí ẹ wá gbé níwájú court ńjọ́ yẹn ni. Tí mo fi face Lekki. Pé àyè ìjọba níbi ìdíbò ọlẹ̀. Mo ṣe kọ àdánwò yẹn nìyẹn. Aṣọ kan tó wà lọ́rùn ńjọ́ yẹn nìyẹn. And by the time I got to that Lekki, ó ti dọ̀tí gbogbo orin tí mo rìn. Mi mọ̀ pé gbogbo I need to change my cloth. I need to buy a t-shirt. Mi mọ̀ pé wọ́n padà di insult. Just because nothing I did though, because some people think we have given him support, financial support, he's not coming to our page. Then we'll drag him and say he's messing up with money. They know I never did anything wrong. They just use that. It's just pure nonsense. No, go to holiday.
Okay.
Most of the other time, but total holiday, commanding almost all the time. You see, holiday, next week, Mama, let us struggle justice for Mohbad. Because by the highest level.
Allah is not be Lara.
Only go short.
Drop
Owó ni kókó Indomie sọnù.
Baba Shirley K.
Firefox. What's me? Mental club for Shirley K. I drop owó ní kókó for now. Ó ṣì busy. Natural fẹ́ wá dúpẹ́ orí àná pé come for coming to.
Let me drop.
Á gbé ẹ padà wá, ó ṣì busy. Bring no time to check time. Ó ti pè mí sí, ó lóun fẹ́ wá kí kóun dúpẹ́. There you go. Òun nìyẹn ó ti wá sókè, you said pé kò kí n wá sókè.
Ni mo gbé wá sókè Brim. Èèyàn natural.
Mr. Yomi, thank you for yesterday.
You are most
you
welcome.
Too much. You too much. How are you now? How are you? Odogu. On account of it.
Yes, so
yesterday you scatter everywhere. In fact, I enjoy you. I'm expecting you again.
No problem.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. But yesterday you got tired.
You know, say now you can see that now. My people are now. Me, the message you want.
Okay.
So, what I call all of request one. Baba,
no, I think it was dropped.
It won't be dropped. Maybe something else. You know, the version of the line of thought here.
Natural.
You are talking to
now. Now that we now know where to go, where people are not complaining about where I used to go now. Because am I not correct? Justice for Mohbad.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
you are.
You're correct.
Even the fact that I go to
places, your lane.
Even the fact that I go to places, people are not seeing much complaint. And the way I escaped it, all those pata, I just block them. Pata. So they will be tempting me with. They will be tempting me, sending something to me or tagging me mountain somebody. So I can't talk about them. So let them be talking about me. Agumo. We are doing something here. We're working hard.
Yes, so.
Supreme, after you now you.
After me now no time to take time.
The president of Justice for Mohbad. We are waiting for you.
The first lady of J4M. That's the first lady.
Exactly. That is it. The first lady. If you want to talk about J4M, you call in there.
Silence is
golden. I'm not afraid of anybody.
Our Supreme 90.
That's Mohbad, Mama. Now born Mohbad.
Justice for Mohbad.
Backbone. Yes,
Queen Maya.
So lọ́la yìí àjọmọdé bẹ̀yẹn ni títí regardless.
Wọ́n kàn sọ fún yín nìkan yẹn kí n sọ gbogbo yẹn máa wò tí kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ṣe lọ́wọ́. Ó sì yẹ yín.
Mo rẹ̀ pé X mi ló ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ yóò wà òkè.
Ẹ máa wò tí.
Supreme kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Olówó gbàyàwó ọ̀lẹ.
Olówó
gbàyàwó ọ̀lẹ.
Èmi àbí wọ́n gbàyàwó lárí kókò.
Olówó gbàyàwó ọ̀lẹ ni àbí. Kò sí sùúrù lérè bọ̀ 2025. Ọlọ́run ṣògo wọ́n bá lọ́ọ̀sì. Ọlọ́run ṣògo wà wọlé pẹ̀lú change ẹ̀ wọlé pẹ̀lú ṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ṣògo mo ti bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ sí.
No more sùúrù lérè.
No more sùúrù lérè.
Queen Maya, are you there? Queen Maya, Sammy, Sammy Jojo ni. Sammy Jojo.
Yes, Sammy Jojo.
Sammy Jojo.
Sammy Jojo ṣe pé ti aki TikTok bá nu bó ṣe wọlé.
Àwọn Supreme.
Ẹ ti ní different passport wọnú kiri mi ọ̀rọ̀ yóò yé mi mọ́.
Irọ́. Private, they can bring them in.
Who bring them in?
Firefox, why did you block me now? Oh, Jackie Soro. Oh, Jackie, I'm talking sense. So, Firefox, we understand the Kotonche.
Kiloche? Firefox.
No. He's doing it genuinely. But he couldn't say
for safety purpose, just don't say.
No, there's something I will not say. But he couldn't say
So that's why.
Oh, my drag your meaning. Because at the end of the day,
I don't know why they fight on a good evening. I don't know what they fight every day. When they analyze with me. Happy Sunday, everyone. Don't make me even lose that person.
Kẹ́ gbọ́ mi sà, nǹkan àti ẹ̀ máa ṣe kó má bàa di kìíní. Tó bá yẹ pé ibẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti let me say 1.5 million.